Hello, good afternoon all. Welcome to the session Tactical Blending Optimization, which is mainly to minimize the cost of additives blending materials. So that is the webinar we are going to showcase today. First of all, I just introduce myself. I am Pramod Sarangi. I am a geologist with more than 25 years of experience. And I would just introduce our organization. This is EDS Technologies Private Limited. We are incorporated in 1994 to focus on PLM, solution, sales, implementation, and support. We are the platinum partner to Dassault System. We are the largest PLM engineering solutions provider in India. We are having more than 1,500 customers, and we are having 11 offices across India. So you can see the office locations in the right side of the screen. We are the dedicated sales support, marketing, customer satisfaction about teams and address customers PLM business. And we are having near about more than 100 mining customers in India, and we are having the team of mining engineers and geologists with various years of experience to give the support services to the customers. We are having the e-learning solutions for our existing portfolios, so that if you can go to our e-learning portal, so you can find there are so many e-learning solutions are there. So due to this COVID situation, this type of e-learning portal will be helpful for your organization and for your team. Then coming back to the industry verticals, what we are giving the support services. So starting from aerospace, industrial equipment, transportation and mobility, energy, high-tech, life science, marine and offshore, consumer goods and retail, natural resources, financial business services, architecture, engineering, construction, consumer packaged goods and retail. So here under natural resources and energy, we are giving the support services on software solutions and the applications related to the mining industries and the exploration and the geologist industries. I would like to thank you Dassault System here in this particular webinar, and thank you them to be here to give the presentation on the optimization and blending. And I would like to thank you Mr. Subhradeep Datta and Harinarayan Pandey to be here to be present in this particular webinar, and I'm handing over the session to them to start the presentation. Over to Subhradeep.
Thank you, Mr. Pramod Sarangi. It's our pleasure to conduct such a webinar for our Indian mining industry. So here is a quick look at our agenda today. I have few slides on each topic, and I'll be going through with a case study also. And we can finish with some questions from participants as time permits. So little bit of introduction about ourselves. Myself Subhradeep Datta, and with my colleague Mr. Harinarayan Pandey. We both are mining engineer and having more than 13 years experience in the Indian mining industry. We are associated with Dassault Systems for more than 5 years, and we are working with Indian mining industry, as well as we are trying to leverage a solution from other industry into mining industry to enhance the productivity and safety for Indian mining industry. So a little brief introduction about Dassault Systems. As you all know that we are a 3D experience company. So this slide tells what this means to us. Being a scientific company, scientific knowledge lies at the heart of everything what we do. So we have about 17,000 passionate people from 130 nationalities across the globe, sharing the same values and the same passion for innovation. We also have a large R&D team connected across 64 laboratories, and for India, we have a biggest R&D team in Pune, where around 3,000 passionate people are working and developing our solutions for 11 industries or what we serve. So Dassault Systems has the largest PLM and 3D Expense market share with more than 250,000 customers in 11 industries worldwide. A fundamental aspect of CDS is partnering with clients who are leaders in their own own industry. Okay, and our 12,600 selected partners increase our collective knowledge and reach in the areas technology, sales, services, education, and research. So EDS is our platinum partner in India. The composition of our shareholding has been consistent since our introduction on the stock market. The stability enables a consistent long-term strategy and a long-term investment, enabling to be one step ahead of our competition. So Dassault Systems' vision for mining also lies in the same line, where we are leveraging solutions from other industry into mining industry to enhance the environment for mining community, as well as we can enhance the productivity and safety for the mining people. So if you look into that today's content for this today's webinar, so ensuring we have the right mix of materials to achieve the desired quality target is the vital to success in the mining industry, as we all know that. So running multiple scenarios to achieve our desired targets and ensuring this is being done at the lowest cost, I think is very difficult and time consuming at this scenario. So if we had a solution or tool that enables us to optimize our processes of blending all those materials and required to achieve the right quality and do this at the absolute lower cost, what could that mean to your operation? Okay. So what if there is a way to optimize mine planning processes by running thousands of scenarios with numerous parameters and constraints? What if we could optimize every week? Yes.
Subhradeep, sorry to interrupt. We just got feedback that your voice is little, hard to hear. So can you be little louder?
Okay, sure. Is it okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So as I am mentioning that, what if we could optimize every week or month with numerous what if scenarios? So in this webinar, we'll take you through a case study related to the cement industry, where, as we know that cement companies need to add blending materials to achieve the right chemistry of the clinker. So it's part of the mine planning. And you all know that the complexity of understanding what materials to blend and taking into account cost and ROM availability at the mine is often overwhelming. The complexity of reducing material expense and forecasting the quality of the blended material is an issue for all the cement companies. So if you look into the problem statement here, how we can generate an implementable practical schedule and minimize the additive cost with the proper combination of mining parameters and third-party materials. Here we can see from mindset scenario, different stockpiles are being maintained as per the quality of the material from the mine, and from stockpiles, material are being sent to the plant. Now to maintain the right quality of clinker at the plant, different types of third-party material from different vendors with different rates are also being added to the plant. So we can take some example like laterite in case of iron, bauxite for aluminium, and even sometimes we are adding high quality cement grade from outside to increase the quality of the clinker. So which is the optimized combination? So here we can see so that we can maintain the clinker quality as well as we can minimize the cost of the additive. So what we have done, we have run the multiple numerous iterations, okay, and we are able to minimize additive cost by taking inputs of cost from material providers, mining direction, production rates, and material ratio targets. We are able to deliver a 76% reduction in additive cost. What is a very commendable, and I think that case study, what we have done for a cement company, they are very much happy with that. Now, if you look into that solution, okay, and now we can see that we are having lot of limitations in our current scenario. So main thing is that time what we are having to analyze various scenarios is limited. Even the projects are evaluated by stage, not having an integration of the process in the workflow. Even the analysis of multiple variables are complex to analyze. Okay, we usually think in 2 or 3 dimensions. So ultimately, we are not getting a proper integrated solution. Even the output what we are getting, it is not suited. It is not getting suited into our requirement. So now to consider practical mining scenarios from the ground, as well as the cost of additive materials from outside for defining the optimum additive cost for tactical blending, we adopted process automation and planning optimization technology from our sister brand Simulia iSight, so that mine planners prove before execution and improve existing execution by enabling a large number of what-if scenarios. Executed and analyzed within a practical period of time. So which can bring down planning activities from months to days and vastly increase the number of options analyzed. So now, if we look into that Simulia iSight, how it works, it does mainly 2 things. First is the process automator. So iSight integrates multiple and disparate applications into an unified workflow where the output of one task serve as the input for the next task within the workflow. And on top of that, it works as a process simulator or optimizer, what we can say, which means optimization by iteration, where workflows can be run multiple times, varying any number of inputs within the given range and tracking and analyzing any number of outputs. So let's look at more in details. So as I have told you, iSight works in 2 components as a process automator and simulator. So for this process automator piece, iSight has many built-in components that provide direct links to such data sources as calculator, Excel, MS Excel, MS Word, and different types of databases, etc. Even iSight allows you to connect any application that can be run from the command line, such as Geovia solutions. Here, I'm going to show you how Mindshare is being integrated with Simulia iSight. And we did another webinar last year where we have demonstrated how SARPAC is being integrated with Simulia iSight. And we have another webinar. We did another webinar where Whittle is being integrated with iSight also. So for the next piece, for that process simulation, we define a loop where single or multi variables and with different types of optimization process. Okay. So at the end, what iSight do, it will collate and results of all the runs and present them in result analytics. So there are a lot of optimization algorithms are there to define the optimization theory, such as design of experiments, approximation, design of Six Sigma, okay, and Monte Carlo simulation. There are a lot. Okay. So now if you go back to that case study, what I'm defining here. So after running multiple scenarios in this particular case study, we can see that there are a lot of combinations from different stockpiles of blending materials and their effect on additive cost. Here are few outputs are being highlighted to compare the additive cost, and here we can see that how it is varying with the different combination of additive materials. So ultimately, what we need to do, we need to minimize my additive cost, keeping in mind that my quality of the clinker is not diminished. We are getting a proper quality of the clinker. Okay, and the output what we are generating, it should be a practical Mindshare output. That means mining can be done in a practical manner. It's not like that it is creating it is making an haphazard mining. So we have to keep everything on mind. Accordingly, we have to check how much we can minimize the additive cost. Okay. So here you can see. So with an objective of minimizing that additive cost, as I mentioned earlier, we have run around 17,000 iterations. Okay, and the result of what we have got, that there is a 76% reduction in additive cost. Okay, so which is a very commendable reduction in additive cost from around $790,000 to $191,000, as I've told you, which is around 76% reduction in the cost. So I'd like to take you through the interface of Simulia EyeSight to show you that how that integration has been done with Jovia Mindshed within a single loop. So here you can see Mindshed is being added here. So it will take multiple scenarios and it will take the parameters from Mindshed also, and it will make the changes in the Mindshed. It will, in the background, it will run the Mindshed, and the output what you are getting from Mindshed, again it will be calculated, and it will give you the ultimate result. Okay, so I request Hari to comment on that. Hari, do you like to make any comment on that for that EyeSight scenario?
So guys, here whatever the setup you are looking at, so this is the combination of your optimization as well as the mind schedule. So what you are looking at, these two tabs. So these two tabs control your excavation quantity from your mind. So you can do the multiple kind of excavation schedule. You can plan your monthly schedule using this tool Mindshed. So you will get the quality if you are excavating, suppose in the east direction. So how much quantity you are getting and what is the quality of that material. Now you can also iterate this process, whether if I am mining from the west direction, mining from the south direction. So all those scenario you can inbuilt in these two tabs, and you can put a single parameter and it will give you the desired quantity as well as quality of the ore. If I am mining from the different direction, how much quantity I will get and what will be those quality. So now I am able to know what the quality and quantity I am going to get with the different direction. Now my plant is designed to take the specific input of the limestone and their quality. So for example, many of the limestone clinker plants are built on a particular LSF of a LSF means lime saturation factor in the range of plus minus 2 or 3. So for this example, our plant where the customer plant was designed at the LSF of around 101, but the quantity of the material that is available in the mine was not around 101 LSF. So it is slightly lesser than 101 lime saturation factor. So now the point is come how to make this quantity of the material what we are getting from the mine to LSF of 101 by adding the various kind of additives. So these additives are, as you seen in the previous slide, is coming from the three kind of additives were there. So one was the your alumina additive, another one is the silica additive, another one is the bauxite additive, and another one is the laterite additive. So four kind of additives are there. Now these four kind of additives, there are four kind of suppliers were there to the customers, and they are supplying the quantity of additive at a different price. So now we have to very judiciously take the quantity of the additive from the various kind of the suppliers so that I could make my LSF 101. And the second objective was when I am purchasing the quantity of the material from my different suppliers, my cost should be also minimum, so that ultimately my cement cost of production of cement should be lower. So now what we done this, we have added those different kind of additive materials into this scenario. So what is happening? So we have added those kind of material quality of the all 16 suppliers of the material along with their cost. So now when we input those suppliers parameter also, we run the optimization. We have done various kind of permutation and combination. So this shows the various kind of permutation and combination what you are looking at here, and it will give you the LSF of around 101, and it will also give you how much quantity I should purchase from which of the suppliers at the what cost. So now what I said, if you go to the previous slide, Subhradeep, previous one, yeah, setup one. So now in this optimization engine, what I will set my objective in optimization is I will set up the first objective that the whatever the material I am producing from the mine, after adding the additives into those materials, it should meet my first requirement of the plant that my LSF should be in range of this much. And now I can make the LSF by putting the very good quality of the material additives from outside, but that will be on the higher price. But my objective should be, second objective should be that whatever the material I am adding from the different suppliers, so that my cost should be minimum. So those objectives, we both these two objectives we can set in the optimization tool, that my LSF is this much, subject to the my cost of the purchasing of the additive should be minimum. So both those two objectives can be set within this optimization tool. And once you run this schedule, so it will take, it will analyze a number of scenarios, within itself. Within this scenario, we have analyzed the 17,000 number of scenarios. Yeah, you can go ahead. Second one. Yeah. So now you can see that these are the different kind of additives and how much material we can draw from those additives. And once we draw such so much quantity of additive, what will be my average LSF and what will be the corresponding cost? So what will be the corresponding cost? You can see the cost of AL also. So in this way, we are going to run a number of scenario, and we will get, so what this optimization tool will give, it will give you the scenario in which my LSF will be 101 and my cost will be the optimal one or minimal one. So whatever the blue color you are seeing, these are the lesser value of the cost, and corresponding how much quantity I should take from the various kind of supplier. And green one, if you go the upper one, green color show the minimum cost. Green color will show the minimum cost with the minimum quantity of additive. So this way we can arrive that I should purchase my material from these suppliers and this much of quantity. So now you can see the green one. Where you are getting the minimum cost and along with the how much quantity I should purchase from the various customers. So this is the way you can use in every limestone industry. This is the very primary requirement of the blending, how much material I should purchase from the various suppliers in order to get my desired quality of the limestone along with the minimal cost. So this this solution, that's the eyesight plus mindset. So mindset is the basically scheduler for your minds, and eyesight is the optimization engine in which you can put the mindset and you will get the desired quantity of the additive. You should get it from various suppliers to meet your plant requirement. So this way you can do your scenario, your mind analysis, and you can minimize your additive cost to produce your cement, and ultimately you can reduce the cost of production of the your cement. So these are the scenario you can also use in your case also. So now Subhadeep, over to you.
Thank you, Hari. As Hari mentioned that yes, the output you are getting, and for this particular case study here, you can see we have run around 17,000 optimization iterations, and out of that, it is marked with different colors. So green indicates that this is the optimized result of what you are getting, and the blue is the near to that optimized result. So as Hari mentioned, and as we are getting that mindset is also getting integrated into that. So it means that the output we are getting, it's not a haphazard mining, or it is maintaining some practical mining scenarios also. So whatever the practical scenario you'd like to maintain into your field, like as I mentioned that the mining direction, or the production target you are having at the mine. So you can consider everything in your schedule engine like Mindset, and after considering everything, you can run the optimization in your optimization engine in iSight. So for all these kind of iterations, everything will be done in the background, and ultimately you will get the optimized result. So I would like to show you some graphs, 4D simulation graph, where you can visualize the relationship between different parameters. So this type of graphs you can generate. Here you can see how we can vary these graphs with varying the different parameters. So accordingly, you can see how it is varying. So it is also give you some idea about how the parameters are behaving. So you will be getting lot of graphs related to that. So you can play with that, and accordingly you can take addition of the additives you are selecting, if it is on the right order or not. Okay. So going back to the presentation, so if you look into that, the benefits of this solution. So as I've told you, that everything has been done, that 17,000 iterations has been done in only 6 hours. So it is not only reducing the planning cycle time, but that optimized tactical blending solutions. So also gives you the capability of adding more value to your plan, so which enriches the plan, and you end up with a better executable plan. So and accordingly, you can down the line, you can go for further decision making, and you can go for some other parameters to consider. So combination of Jovia Mindset and Simula iSight into that particular the tactical blending solution. So you will find things that you don't even know or expect, even never thought that that could happen. So your visualization from Mindset, and the practical parameters from Mindset, and additive cost parameters from iSight, the combination of these two can create a magic. Okay, so uncover these relationships even that did not even existed. So it reveals the connections between variables that would otherwise remain hidden. Even so output we are getting, maybe we have to do it in isolation. So there will be no communication between your scheduling as well as that optimization. So what it did, it considered all the parameters, and within a single loop, it considered the planning, scheduling, as well as that optimization. So here we can see we can optimize the blending based on that parameters, and providing the quick evaluations. So there will be a direct benefits what you are getting, as well as the indirect benefits. So this also enables you to react to fluctuation in market price, and run simulation of scenarios as you grow. So by connecting vast sources of information, as well as that parameters, and integrating other software, so greater complexity can be modeled and understood. So it is also these things are there to help you and to put you in control. So whatever the output you are getting, you can rely on that output, and accordingly you can take a decision. And it is also help you to consider the other dimensions also, what you have left out, or you have not even considered. So everything can be considered into within a single domain and within a single loop, and you can optimize and you will get the result out of that. Look into that summary for that tactical blending solution. So as we know that, so it enables optimization by thousands of iterations. So in this particular case study, we have seen that 17,000 iterations has been done through that permutation combination of that parameters what we have selected within an automatic workflow. Otherwise, it may take years or days to complete it, but everything has been done within a day. Okay. And not only that, so the results you have got, so you can go through that result. It will give you some other options also. If that plan A is not working, you can go for plan B. So it will give you a lot of other options also. And it has been colored with, as you have seen that, the different colors indicate that the results what you are getting and how feasible it is to implement. So it can generate the relationship between the inputs and outputs to different types of graphs. So you can also check that how your outputs are varying with the change in your inputs. So as the change in your market, so accordingly you can vary your outputs, and you can go for another set of optimization. This is all from us. So next we'll start the Q&A session for this webinar and take questions from the audience. So Hari, I'll request Hari to go through that questions if you have any from the participants.
Okay, Subhadip. So I will request guys, if you have any question or something, you can type in the chat box, and we will try to answer as much as possible. So guys, you can type your question in the chat box.
One question I have got here from the participants that is it possible to connect with? Is it possible to run iSight without Jovia solution also? Hari, would you like to answer that, or I can go ahead?
You can go ahead, Subhadip.
Okay. Yes, it can be done. iSight can be work in isolation also. But the thing is, why Mindshed is considered into that particular case study? Because as I've told you, Mindshed will give us the practical mining parameters. So like your number of benches, we'd like to consider number of that lead distance. The lead distance we'd like to maintain for between the benches. So this practical output will get from Mindshed. So that's why we have integrated Mindshed here in this particular case study. But yes, my iSight can also be run in isolation. There is no issue. We have did some project for iron ore companies where we have used iSight for their processing unit. So yes, it can be done.
So Subhadip, now thank you. So Subhadip, second question here. While running the multiple optimization, how the disk space are managed? Because Mindset create a lot of files and all. So question is that how the local disk space is managed during running of the Mindset.
Okay. So while you're running that Mindset iSight iterations optimization, there is a option. If you want, you can save that files into your local disk. Otherwise, you can delete the temporary files which are getting generated while running the optimization. So automatically it will delete the files in the background, and it will not take any space in your local disk. But if you want, it's up to you. If you want, you can save these files into your local disk also. Hari, you'd like to add anything on that, or you can go for the next one?
It's okay. So yeah, just a little bit add. So when eyesight runs taking the mindset or any other software, it's not only with the mindset. So when it takes the software within itself, so it will only create a runtime environment, and it will only store the whatever the outputs are being generated from the mindset. So not all the local files like replica of the block model, replica of the your setup file like where is the my fit and all. It only stores the output that if this is the my resource capacity, this is the my block model, and if I'm going to mine in this direction, so what if I'm mining in the east direction, what is the my output? So in the first month, how much quantity and quality will get? Second month, what will the quantity and quality? So it only stores the output, not the other files. So once this runtimes closes, so it will evacuate or volatile all the temporary file from the memory, and only result will be stored. So whatever a single file of running the mindset takes the space of the around 500 MB to 1 GB, this takes 1 KB to 2 KB because it only stores the results. So I hope I replied in the your question. Now the another question, Subhradeep, can other mining method can be considered in the various kind of mining method can be considered into the eyesight simulation, whatever you have shown. So particularly question is that you have simulated for the what I understand. Is it simulated for underground also?
Yes, I have done. Last year we did one webinar where eyesight is being integrated with Sarpax Stope Optimizer. Okay, you all know that we have introduced Sarpax Stope Optimizer for doing the underground optimization, and where we are running multiple scenarios to get the optimum shape of the stope. And we did the webinar last year, and we have integrated with the eyesight to get the to run the multiple scenarios, and not only that, we have incorporated some other parameters out of the box, like your geomechanical parameters, geotechnical parameters, to get the optimum shape of your stopes, the stable shape of the stope. So yes, it is possible to do that.
Yeah, great. So very. So there is another question. How you are integrating the other software within the mines, whether in the how you integrate the various software in the eyesight. So Subhadeep, I am giving the answer. Just
Yes, please. Mhm.
Whatever the simulation process we run within the eyesight, because eyesight has the capability to integrate with various kind of application. Many are the inbuilt, like your MATLAB, your Abacus for geotechnical analysis, and Excel's just a very common one, and other very common like Word and other things. Apart from the software, whoever that can be run through the command language, so those software can be also integrated within the eyesight. So eyesight has the capability to call any of the program through the DOS command, and can be executed from the eyesight. And whatever the results produced by the software, that can be simulated within the eyesight. So answer is that any of the software which can be executed through the command line, that can be integrated within the eyesight. So yeah. So I hope most of the question has been asked. I'm not seeing any new question here. So if you are not getting your framing, unable to frame your question, we are also available. You can mail us, or you can frame your question by taking your own time, and you can mail us on the mentioned email ID, and we will try to put you all the queries answered. And whatever the recording we have done here for the blending optimization, that will be also available to our Geovia blog, or it will be circulated to you after proper recording, because we have recorded this session for you and it will be available to you. So thank you guys for attending this.
Yes, thanks, Hari, and thank you very much from my side as well for attending that session. As Hari mentioned that if you have more questions, you can directly send a mail to us. We'll try to reply you back. Okay, and anything else from your mining point of view, or any related to any other Geovia solutions, if you have any queries, please reach out to us. We'll try to address your questions. You can send us the mail. Thank you for attending. Stay safe, stay home. Hope you are doing good in this crisis situation. So I'll hand it over to Pramod Sarangi sir to conclude that session. Mr. Sarangi, over to you. Hello.
Hello, I think there is some connectivity issue with Pramod.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, just to update you one thing, that we are having our Geovia blogs into that. You can note down that website. You can go over there and you can subscribe our Geovia blog. So you will get a lot of information regarding Geovia solutions, as well as tips and tricks about Geovia solutions, which will be useful for your day-to-day activities. And you can connect with us over social media as well. We have our account into Twitter, LinkedIn, as well as in Facebook. So just go over there and follow our website as well as our page. So over to you, Aditi, to conclude that session.
Sure, Suradeep. I just wanted to check with you. There was one last question. Was it addressed? How Mineshed can assist in blending limestone from different benches without a haphazard mining sequence?
Yes, so we are doing that. We are having a Mineshed if bench-wise mining can be done. Or if you like to go for any kind of short-term mining, short-term scheduling, polygon-based, that can also be done in Mineshed. So your benches will be mined as per the polygons it will be defined, and the sequence of the polygons will be mined as per your requirement for the limestone mine.
Okay. And apart from cost of additive materials, quality of these materials is also important. How it will impact the mine schedule for limestone mine?
Yes, quality is very important. That's why we are adding the materials from outside to get the right quality of the clinker as per the plant requirement. So it is also important that whatever the ROM quality we are having, how we can maximize that, so that the additive from outside is not, we can minimize the draw rate for the additive outside additive materials. So first we need to check that whatever the materials we are having into our mine, if it is sufficient enough to meet the requirement of the plant, and if it is not, then we have to go for materials from outside. So yes, it is also important to check the quality of the additives, and because the material you are having within the mine, it is also varying. Somewhere in some location you may be getting a high silica, in some location you may be getting less silica. It is some great variability in some other assay values also. So that's why you need to add different types of additives in the lime in cement industry. So quality is also very important. So while doing the optimization also, we can set the target for the quality. That means how much alumina grade you'd like to optimize, or you can optimize the silica grade. This also it can be done.
Okay. So there is, I think this is the last question. What are input and output file format, if you have not addressed already?
Input file format here for this particular case study, we have run the mine. We started with the running the mine shed, okay, and then the output we are getting is in Excel format, okay. That means for different draw rates, for different additives, it will generate the Excel, where from the Excel you will get the output result as the quantity we need to draw from different blending stockpiles, and the additive cost, ultimate additive cost, what we are getting as per the different scenarios. So this is the output for this particular scenario. And if you are not, if you are doing it eyesight in isolation, if you are not doing it in Jovial, not using any Jovial solution, the input parameters can be an Excel file, okay, or any other solution you'd like to integrate with eyesight.
Okay. Then can Mineshed blend benches as thin as 2 meters of thickness?
Mineshed runs on bench wise. If your bench height, that means the block size is 2 meters, yes, it can be done. It depends on the block size also, because as we know that Mineshed runs on the blocks. So the block model you are importing into Mineshed. So it depends on the block size you have defined into Mineshed. If you are having a block model of 10 meters height, then it's very difficult. But we have to check the block model first. Then yes, it can also be done in Mineshed.
Okay. There is one more question, Suryadeep. It is, what benefit this combined solution generates for non-end use plant limestone miner?
Sorry, I did not get you.
Non-end user, I think it has been written. Non-end user of plant limestone miner.
Subhradeep, can I answer?
Yes, please.
Okay. So guys, suppose if you are not having the plant, you are only producer of the limestone. So definitely you will be selling your limestone to the different purchasers or different cement plant. So in that case also, when you are selling those material to the different plants, you sell the limestone of the particular quality of the ore at the particular price. So the demand from the different customer, again, they demand a particular quality of the limestone. So when you are so if you are unable to produce such kind of materials from the mines, it will be very difficult. You will be getting very less price of the ore. In those scenario also, when you use this eyesight and the mindset, you are able to analyze what is the best quality you can produce from your mines. So if you are able to extract that this is the best quality I can produce from my mines, you are able to get a better price from the market by selling those things. So those kind of analysis you can also do if you are not a end user, or if you are not a cement producer company, you are only the limestone miner.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, so I think these are the end of the questions for this session. But any of the attendees, if you are having any more questions, we will also be having some feedback calls for this session. So during that time, you can let us know, or you can also directly write us your queries, and we will get back to you with technical support. So I will conclude today's session. So thank you, Subhradeep. Thank you, Pramod. Thank you, Hari, for this session and your time. And I hope everything is safe. Their families are safe. So be home and take care of yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you very much.